Hi guys, my name is Julia and welcome back to my channel where every Sunday I upload a new yoga video for you. And this week we're doing a subscriber requested class which actually I love to receive, and that is for a seated yoga flow. So if you've clicked on this class, you probably know what you're in for already, but just in case this is your first time doing one of these classes, I'll let you know what it's about. Basically, it's exactly the same as every other class in the way that we're going to move through the entire body. We're also going to connect to our breath. We're going to set an intention for the class and the day ahead. So you're going to get everything that you want. We're just doing it all from the base of a seated position. So why these classes are so good and why I also personally love them is because some days you're just really not in the mood for doing planks, chaturangas, down dog, up and down and all over the place. Sometimes you really want to feel grounded, and that's why staying in your seat feels great. Otherwise, it can also be if you have an injury, something like in the wrists or the hands specifically, doing anything like a down dog or a tabletop can be really challenging. So that's why these classes are really great. So thank you for the request. I'm always happy to receive them, and I'm looking forward to doing this class with you all. Just one quick second, I would like to say and take a moment to say, thank you so much, because I cannot believe we've now reached 700 subscribers on this channel. I can't believe also it was just last week I was celebrating 600. So things are going really fast here. I'm so grateful to have each and every one of you with me. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. It will be shown at the end of the class as well. I upload new videos every week and I can't wait to share all of them with you. So with that being said, let's finally get started with our class. So let's start in a comfortable seated position where we will stay for the majority of the class. So make sure you're nice and comfy. You can also take the flesh from your seat away so you can find a nice upright spinal position. Rest your hands down on your thighs. Roll your shoulders all the way up to the ears on an inhale. And exhale, rolling them down the back. Rolling them all the way up to the ears on an inhale. And as you exhale and roll them down the back, slowly close your eyes if they weren't closed already. Start to see how your body is feeling already today. Are there any areas that feel tight, or maybe you're holding tension there? And see if you can allow them to soften a little bit and relax. Especially in these seated positions, we can be holding our belly in a little bit too tight and also holding tension around our hips. See if you can just soften slightly. Letting the belly fall out. Letting the shoulders drop down. And letting the muscles around your face and your jaw relax. And start to notice your breath and how it's feeling as it comes in through the nose and out through the nose organically. Starting to feel the chest rise and fall as you settle in to your seated position in today's class. Now start deepening the breath and inhale deeply through the nose. And we're going to take a big sigh out the mouth, being as loud as you want. Inhale through the nose and really let it all go out the mouth. That felt good. Inhale through the nose and exhale, sigh out the mouth. Beautiful. Now keeping the lips together, we're going to continue with the breaths in and out, but now this time through the nose, in and out. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Finding your stillness, and in this moment we're going to set an intention for today's class. And I'm going to set the intention for you if you don't have one already, which is root to rise. A great kind of intention for us to set in these classes, because just because we're grounded, just because we're seated, does not mean that we are not tall and powerful and growing. I love thinking of this intention when I'm doing seated flows, because as we're doing folds physically, we can think of always rising. rooting down our seat bones and rising from our spine all the way to the crown of the head. But you can also take this into your daily life, rooting to rise. If you ground yourself, you feel stable, you feel secure, then you can rise and grow and share your light with others. Beautiful. Slowly flutter the eyes open. Welcome back. And we're going to keep the hands down onto the thighs. You can even roll them a little bit forward so they're hugging your knees, and we'll take some spinal circles to start the class. So gently just rocking ourselves back and forth and around to wake up the spine. You might hear some clicks and ticks like I just did in my hips there, especially if you're doing this in the morning like me. And start to connect your breath with it, inhaling as you come forward, pushing your chest forward, and exhale as you curl back in, as if you're doing a cat and cow, but in a rotation. Make those deep, audible breaths in and out through the nose as you're doing this. And make sure you connect your head with your spine, so you're opening and closing. Switching the directions if you haven't already. Breathing here and seeing how this feels in the body, in the spine. And then slowly let's come back through center. Holding yourself up nice and tall, we're going to take some neck circles here. So drop your chin towards your chest and just rock your head from side to side, taking some half circles here. Bringing one ear down towards the shoulder and then the opposite ear down towards the shoulder. You can close off your eyes again if that feels good for you. Just being nice and gentle here as we open up this part of the body that can often get quite tight. Beautiful. And then slowly rocking ourselves back to center and lifting the head. Let's take a side bend here, so dropping the right hand down on the side and lifting the left arm up and over, taking a nice side bend. And let's take 2 deep breaths here as we lengthen out the left side body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Coming up through center, raising both arms up, growing tall. And exhale over to the other side. 2 deep breaths here as we open up the right side body. Inhale. And exhale. Lengthening the fingertips away from the body. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly coming back through center, thinking of our root to rise intention, rooting the seat down, lifting the arms all the way up towards the sky, and then dropping the hands down by either side. Let's work on the lower body a little bit, and if you did last week's class, you know this already. Bringing the right foot in front of you, flexing the right foot as well, grounding yourself in your seat bone, growing tall in the spine, root to rise. And then we bring our hands down in front of us, tenting the fingers, lengthening the spine, and slowly walking our hands out in front of us. And you can stay up on the fingers, you can come onto the forearms, or if you're feeling very open already in your hips, you can drop your forehead down onto the mat. And wherever you are, you have the option of just staying connected with your breath in stillness, or you can move from side to side. I like to get some motion in, especially if it's the first time that I've really connected with this part of the body, just to see how it feels in all directions. And slowly opening it up. Breathing deeply here and feeling that nice stretch in the right glute. And then slowly lifting ourselves back up and coming back up onto the fingertips if you were down, and finding yourself back in a seated position. Now we're going to bring the feet out in front of us, the soles of the feet onto the mat, and we're going to windshield wiper our legs here, bringing the hands behind us if you can and dropping the knees from side to side. But if you do have a problem in the wrists, you can bring your hands to your hips and just move from side to side. It might be a little bit more challenging on the core, but either way does the same thing. You're rolling from side to side, opening and closing the hips, getting internal and external rotation here. And then slowly coming back through center. Now we're going to bring the left foot in front here, flexing the foot, And again, rooting to rise, growing tall, grounding in the seat, growing from there, and then walking ourselves forward, coming down wherever feels comfortable on this side, and being okay if in the last side you were on your forearms and this side you're up on your fingertips. It's all just about bringing awareness to our body through our practice and knowing that one side is tighter than the other and growing from that, learning that maybe you need to, after class, spend a little bit more time on this side, or pausing the video and spending 1 more minute on this side so you can feel a little bit more balanced in the body. Breathing deeply here, wherever you are. Allowing that left glute to open up. And then slowly lifting up if you were down, coming back through center. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly pose. I'm going to turn so you can see me a little bit more. Bringing the hands onto the ankles and then fluttering your butterfly wings a little bit as you roll the shoulders down away from the ears and allow that to let you grow tall. Root to rise, rooting in the seat bone, rising from the crown of the head. You can bring a smile to your face here. And then slowly allowing yourself to fold over the legs, letting your chin come in towards the chest here so you can lengthen out the back of the neck as well and really allow yourself to fold in this position. Hands are out in front of you, palms facing up, and feel that beautiful stretch all the way down the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, the back of the neck, and letting the head really hang heavy here. Inhale here and exhale. Beautiful. One more deep inhale here and exhale. Nice. Slowly tuck your chin towards your chest, rolling all the way back up to seated. And now we're going to straighten one leg out. So straightening the right leg out to the side, flexing the foot, toes pointing towards the sky. Bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of the right leg. And we're going to lean over to the right, but this time the arm is coming to the inside of your right leg. And you're going to lift your left arm up and over. So we've already opened up the left side, so you should feel nice already in this stretch. You can stay up on the fingertips as well, or you can come down onto the forearms. You can even grab your big toe with your 2-piece fingers as you lean over towards the right side. Breathing deeply here and feel that stretch a little bit more intense now as you can get it all the way down into the top of the left hip. And when you're getting a little bit more open, the stretch can intensify and reach new places. Inhale here and exhale. And then slowly lift yourself up. We're going to turn and face towards that right leg. Tent your fingers by the side of either side of your leg. Grow nice and tall, root to rise, long spine, and walk out here. Now this can be quite a tight stretch here, so don't worry if your hamstrings are tight. You can keep your leg nice and bent and just fold over so your torso is coming towards your leg. So no matter how bent it needs to be for that to happen, you do you. Whatever feels good in your body. And then folding over the leg here. If you feel very flexible, you can also flex that foot and grab your foot here and see if you can energetically pull your head a little bit closer towards your toes, up and over, rooting to rise. One more deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walking your hands back in towards the body, and we're going to bring our left hand behind us. Again, if you have any wrist problems, come onto your forearm instead and push the hips up and forward, flatten that foot onto the mat and lift your right arm up and over and feel this beautiful full body stretch. Really pressing into that left hand or forearm to lift up and slowly drop your hips down, coming back through center. Let's take it to the other side. Straighten the left leg out here, bringing the sole of the right foot on the inside, and let's lean over the side. Feeling the stretch along the right side body this time. Breathing deeply here. Opening up a little bit more, really grounding down your right hip bone. Inhale and exhale. Slowly, let's lift back up. Turn to face towards your left leg this time, tenting your fingers on either side of the leg and walking forward however feels comfortable for you on this side. Either up with the knee bent or coming all the way down, even grabbing the foot. Breathing deeply here. Feel that beautiful stretch along the back body. I love the stretch as well. You can feel it really nicely in the lower back, which I need every single morning. So I hope you're feeling good too. One last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Slowly walking yourself back in, and then let's take that full body stretch on this side, dropping the hand behind you, lifting all the way up, reaching the left arm up and over, and slowly coming back down. Making your way back into a comfortable seated position here. We'll just do one last little motion for our upper body here. So bring the arms out at shoulder height, and then we're going to wrap that right arm underneath the left and take eagle arms from here. So either wrapping it once or twice so your palms are touching, and bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. Inhale, lift the elbows up towards the ceiling, maybe a slight back bend. And exhale down. Feel that beautiful stretch in the upper back. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. And then slowly open up your wings. And let's switch now. Bringing the opposite arm underneath. Wrapping once or twice. And we'll take those three again. Inhale. Lift the elbows up towards the sky. And down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Last time. Exhale down. Opening up wide. One last time for the class. And exhale. Release your arms. Drop your hands down onto your thighs. Close off your eyes. Take a moment to check in and see how your body's feeling now in comparison to the beginning of the class. Hopefully you feel a little bit softer, a little bit more open. You can feel the energy roaming through your body. I know I'm feeling quite tingly now throughout. Bring your hands together at heart center if that feels good for you. Bow your chin towards your chest in a moment of gratitude for yourself, for showing up today on the mat to do something good for you, and then allow that energy to spread out throughout the rest of the day to other people and beings around you. Slowly flutter your eyes open. You can lift your head. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. Thank you as well for the request for this class. I have so much fun doing these. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you again next week, and have an amazing day. Bye.